everyone, I am back with another interesting story. Today I would be talking about a well-known brand known Zara. Zara is one of the most leading brands in fashion industry. Zara was started by a school dropout and today it employs more than 1 lakh people. It has more than 2000 stores across 80 plus countries. The most fascinating thing about Zara is that till date in 19 years, it did not incur any losses till the pandemic showed up. Now the question arises that what is the secret of this company? What are those core philosophies of this company that turned into a dominating force in fashion industry? Now watch the video till the end and know the secret of this extraordinary company. The story begins in late 1950 where a 14-year-old Amancio Ortega was dropped out from his school and started working in a local shirt-making shop. He continued the work for the financial help for his family. He continued to work in the garment sector for next 10 years. He started with assisting a tailor to delivering the clothes directly to the customers. These 3 crucial years, Amalcio observed 3 important things about fashion industry. And believe it or not, Zara till date operates on the same 3 philosophies. Now the question is that what were the 3 crucial lessons or observations that Amancio observed in the fashion industry that made a college dropout to be one of the richest man on the planet till date? So the very first thing which Amalcio observed was that every human being on this planet, depending on all the age groups they belong to, they put in extra effort, they put in extra money just for instruments of status. For example, if you are a 90s kid, you would understand that we would go the mile extra for a Shakalaka Boom Boom pencil or MRF bat, or if you have noticed recent kids, they would put 10 rupees extra, 20 rupees extra for King de Joy. Now in a particular group, whichever kid had these things was considered to be the coolest kid, was considered to be the leader of the gang. Now as we grow up, the smartphones, mobile phones became the instrument of status, and whichever among these have the iPhone was considered to be the coolest, was considered to be the richest. Now these instruments of status vary from age group to age group. Now what Amalcio observed was that the instrument of status for women in the age group of 20 to 34 were the clothes they wore. Now the second thing which he observed was that along with these instruments of status, there is something called critical parameters on which the value of these status instruments is valued. For example, the Shakalaka Boom Boom pencil. Nobody literally cared that how this pencil wrote or actually this pencil was good or bad. For example, nobody really cared that the MRF bats are made of which wood, either it's original or duplicate. Nobody cared that the King de Joy is better than Dairy Milk or not. So the only thing mattered was the rubber or the plastic top over the pencil or the MRF sticker on whichever bat they buy. So nobody's really cared about the quality or the utility of the product. So people only care about this one thing that make them stand one level up compared to others. Now for women particularly, the parameter of these status symbols are the variety and design, and the conviction of these parameters which make them great status symbols. Now even if you wear a Manish Malhotra lehenga repetitively and if it's badly designed, the status goes down. And just like the MRF bats, nobody really cared about the wood from which the bat is made of. Women always choose variety and design over quality. So the thing that Amancio observed that people don't buy clothes which last for 10-15 years because anyways they don't wear it repetitively. And the third and the most important thing which Amancio observed was that the women particularly are fascinated with the fashion icons and fashion models at that time, even today. The existing fashion department was not able to fulfill these demands of women in spite of launching new products every 2 to 3 months. And moreover, these customized and designed clothes were too expensive. So clearly, there was an unfulfilled demand in the market. So by using these 3 observations, Amancio created a great supply chain which looked something like this. So what he did was that in spite of buying high quality products in less quantity, he would buy medium quality products in high quantity and again bargain with the seller to get it discounted. He also did research on the existing trend. He also found out that which trend was popular among the premium outlets in the city. Also, he traveled among the cities and observed the pop culture among the cities. And as soon as he used to find a suitable design, he used to pass on it to his designers. They used to customize it into their ways, pass on it to tailor, and within the shortest period of time, the trending clothes rather, were displayed on the outlets. And surprisingly, this speed was so high that when the normal shops were able to launch their new products every 2 to 3 months, Zara was able to launch their new products in every 2 weeks. And this is what is called fast fashion supply chain. And not only this, he marketed his Zara stores as medium quality fashion clothes at affordable price and focused obsessively on the variety and design of the clothes. And this marketing strategy gave Amalcio Ortega 3 superpowers in the fashion industry. Customers were very excited to buy from Zara because of its variety and new trendy designs. And moreover, the cherry on the cake were its extra low prices, because the material used in the clothes were itself bought at a low price. And because of all these reasons, the visitors at their stores increased by 2 to 3 times compared to other brand stores. This also helped them increase their sales. And because of this increasing footfall and fast moving products, Zara also got the superpower of discounting. And the third and the most important, Zara cracked the golden equation of just-in-time production and just-in-case consumption. Now I will explain this golden equation in a simple manner. Now listen carefully. This example lies in automobile industry. If X company produces 3 yellow cars, 3 black cars and 3 red cars, and whenever the customer demands, they supply it. This increases their storage cost. Also, if the products are not sale, this gives them loss of inventory. Now, if the customer demands for a black car and then the production starts and it is sold within 2 to 3 days, this will lower their storage cost. Also, there will be no loss of inventories as soon as the product is manufactured, it is delivered to the customer within the shortest span of time. Now what Zara does is, Zara manufactures clothes in just-in-time method. By this I mean that every 15 days there is a new product in the market by Zara. What customer do? Customer buy the products in just-in-case consumption method. By this, they spend more than expected and more than needed. This helps Zara in saving their inventory as well as storage cost, and people tend to buy more than expected because the stock is vanished within 15 days. For example, if a girl sees a dress and even if that design is a flop design by Zara, the girl will buy it by thinking that I might need it for future events like birthday parties and for picnics. She will think that if I won't buy it now, it will be vanished within days. The interesting part over here is that other manufacturers manufacture clothes with the mindset that the clothes should last at least for an year. But Zara manufactures clothes which last only till 10 to 15 washes. This helps Zara to sell more and more clothes, almost 3 to 4 times more clothes, and also the frequency of buying the clothes increases. Now these 3 principles plus the fast supply chain strategy help Zara accelerating its growth and also got immensely popular in the fashion industry. Now why Zara is super profitable company? Because the other companies launches 2 to 3,000 products a year, but Zara, even H&M, launches 12,000 products in one single year, new products. This is the reason why Zara is today a $13 billion company with 2,000 plus stores in 88 countries. This is awesome, right? The manufacturers are playing in dollars, customers get variety on variety. Because of the supply chain, more and more people are getting employed. But here's the thing, guys. Have a look at this video to know the second side of the coin.
There are huge environmental costs that are hidden by an inexpensive price tag.
The fashion industry is now the second highest polluter of fresh water.
Average American buys 68 new pieces a year. Fast fashion is about making trendy clothes quick, cheap, and disposable.
Every single piece of polyester is still in existence today, which is how we end up with mountains of clothing like this.
Now, as fascinating and flowery these capitalistic companies like H&M and Zara look like, In comparison, they are more worse, destructive and nightmares for our environment. Now what we are supposed to do to stop all this? So the very first thing that we can do at an individual level is to analyze our instrument of status and not get exploited by this top high-level expensive brands. We should think practically and logically and don't get carried away with these top brands and end up getting your wallet empty. Number 2. Have access to the ordinary things and try to find out that how these big top brands exploit you just because of high consumption. It's a humble request from our side that use eco-friendly products over the products who are destructive for nature in general. Now, important business lessons that we get from this extraordinary brand is: number 1. Find the instrument of status in your customer's life. Then, find out the parameter that define the value of the status instrument. Second, know the very thin line between what the customer wants and what you think the customer wants. Last but not the least, once a wise man said that everybody in the world learns how to see, very few learn how to observe. That makes difference between an ordinary and extraordinary. If you feel this video was fruitful, please hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.